Well, you heard it right there. The governor thinks Utah is weird, but he says that is a good thing. And here to discuss the address tonight, Utah State University professor Damon Canin. Professor Canin, thanks for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, Brian.
So I'd like to start asking you first your thoughts on the speech. Look, there was lots of humor, as you heard there, many anecdotes we heard, but nothing particularly new in terms of policy proposals. So what purpose does the state of the state serve in the grand scheme of Utah politics?
Yeah, that's a great question. In a state of the state, as with a presidential State of the Union address, usually we would expect to see the speaker go after two primary things. The first is a review of the things that they would see as having been really successful, the things they've done and been involved with that they think that people will recognize, will find popular and people will recognize them for. It's an opportunity to claim credit for the successes of the last several years. Second of all, a speaker, a governor in a state of the state is going to typically spend a little bit of time outlining some kind of policy agenda for the upcoming year. Now, this is no ordinary year. This is an election year in Utah. And so if I were advising a candidate in this context, whether in Utah, nationally, wherever else, I would encourage them to probably stay a little safer, focus on the successes, and this isn't the time you're going to rattle off a long list of controversial policy issues. And that's basically what the governor chose to do tonight. He does well in this context. He comes across as genuine. He's got a trademark wit, projects warmth and enthusiasm for the work he's done as governor, but largely stayed away from things that would be controversial or challenging for his audience.
Let me ask you this. The governor did address two major issues in his speech. He talked about housing with those 35,000 starter homes. He talked about the water crisis. In your mind, what will the legislature need to overcome to put a dent in those issues? Those are not easy things to solve.
Yes, both of them are very challenging. And one of the hardest things about both of those issues is that many of the most important parts of that are not under the control of the legislature. The legislature can't dictate rainfall or snowfall. The legislature can't build houses. And so the best thing that they can do is appropriate funds and then try to do that in a way that's efficient and helpful for achieving the goals that they, and I think the governor expressed tonight, share in order to build more homes and to try to get more water into our lakes, streams, and reservoirs.
Okay, I wish we could talk all night, Professor. That's all the time we have, but I do hope we'll see you again in the future. Professor Damon Canin from Utah State University. We appreciate it, sir. Thank you.